The love of skating that I remember from long ago has returned, and with it, something is new. More confidence, more power, focus, presence, maturity, fire, courage, polish, quiet strength, and a bit of magic. When I received this video from your mom, I used to skate, with you pretty much daily back a while ago. I think you were about 12, but when you skate with someone every day or see them skate very frequently, and I see you more during the competitive season, even if it's on live stream, I see you more. The improvement is bit by bit, and some days are better than others, and you don't see a drastic change versus when I don't see you skate often, which is the case like during this off-season time. There's not much coverage here. And so I was really, I'll just say I was really impressed, but I was really taken aback by the whole of it. It wasn't like, oh, he got this jump, or he did that combination, or, that spin he's holding longer, or I think that's a different variation. Maybe they're putting that in to get more, points for the spin, and just thinking about that. What I notice and appreciate as a former skater myself is all the small things. I appreciate you're getting more power from less pushes. There being not a really uninteresting step in your programs. This is no, statement on any former choreographer or coach or anything. It's on you. It's on the work that you have done, because also you've, I think it really showed in your piece that you did for Eddie, that not only can you do choreography well, and can you be the artist skater, but that you can authentically come up with the movement. And I think that that's something that your coaches now, having seen this in you, and people like Ksenia's, your involvement in IDI and all of that, it's become more of a common knowledge to your coaches that you can do a lot of stuff on your own as far as coming up with cool movement and coming up with things to fill all the gaps. And that is one of the keys of skating, is that at your level there can't be gaps in programs, and you fill every moment with a hand gesture or a change in your gaze or a nuance. And I just wanted to commend you, because it's taken a ton of work on your part to become that complete skater, because this is not something that happens for everyone in their whole careers. I hope you enjoy this video. It's a compilation of photos and videos from now and long ago, and some of my avid support of you, so that you know that back home or wherever, from where you're skating, that besides your coaches and besides your parents, that you have an adult who supports you unconditionally and 100%. And that includes the years Like you were on this cake. I wrote, the names on the cake and the cupcakes of who I knew it was at nationals, etc. That includes the years that go, according to plan and as hoped and stuff. And that definitely includes the years that maybe don't. And maybe even more so those years. But I will say it's unconditional and it does not waver. I just want you to know that you have somebody else who is absolutely non-judgmental, that you don't have to prove anything to, and you can't get rid of me. I'm going to continue to be interested in all you're doing. And you know what? I will tell you now, your happiness is what means the most to me. So if you were, now I don't see this happening, but if you were to say, you know what? I really want to go out for the debate team and not skate, I would say, that's great. I totally support you. Now, I don't see that happening, but I just want you to know that the support and my being a resource for you to vent, to chit chat with, whatever, it has nothing to do with results, nothing to do with performance, or the fact that you skate. I think you're an incredible skater. I think you have tons of potential beyond what you even have reached so far, which is really a very, very, very high level, an elite level that if you stop to think about it, I sometimes talk about this with Eliana and Ethan's mom, because they have skated internationally since she was 9. And I remind her the rarefied air that they are in. And so I want to remind you the rarefied air that you are in, that you go to camps, that you teach at jump on it or whatever it's called, that you are working on triple axel and quads, that you just got a second place in an international event, that you've been to the national championships, that you've been overseas. These things are not, they are so rare for a skater. There are thousands of guys out there who will never wear that red jacket or the national team jacket, and will never place lower, will never make it to sectionals and want to with all their hearts. So no, stop sometimes and remember young you, and remember, learning a bunny hop and things like that, and think about where you are now and your training, your competition, your travels, all that you've accomplished. Give yourself a bit of credit, will you? Because this is on your shoulders. Yeah, you need talent. You need raw talent. You sure do. Yep. Without a work ethic, without sportsmanship, without grace and artistry just in your bones, and a sense of movement, without air awareness, without flexibility, all these things, and a lot of them require a tremendous amount of work. People will never, ever reach the stage of sitting on that bench with Skylar Lautawa. Oh my goodness. And, being in Budapest, Hungary with your mom. So I think it's easy sometimes when and now you're training in a place that's healthy and great, and that you seem to enjoy. I will tell you, it was Della's dream to train with you. She was so, it was hard for her midway through high school before you had changed. She didn't really know what to do. She felt like a lot of her friends were retiring, and she never wanted to pressure you and never wanted to make it about her or pressure you to make coaching changes or things. But she dreamed of skating with you day after day. And she felt like that environment would be good for you because you're her best friend. You know, she felt like competitively and for her own happiness, but competitively for you, it would be a really, really good fit. So just know that's behind the scenes. And I know you guys are very close and have an amazing friendship. So that's wonderful. Anyway, you're off to a great start for your year. You've had some disappointments, some major ones. You've had a lot of change. You've had loss. And I want to commend you because there are a lot of people who would have thrown in the towel, who would have quit or taught recreational on a Saturday. But you have continued to push yourself forward. Now, some of these are pictures of Dell of several years ago, so I hope you're enjoying them. And then I put a couple, like Denise has had some top-notch international guys recently, right? Tyra and Lorenzo and you. That's kind of fun. But I wanted to say that out loud, that a lot of people would have given up and moved on. It was a lot. It's been a lot. And you're still on the rebound from that, right? You want to get to the national championships next year. I know that. You're doing all the things day after day that I'm not going to say should be doing, that will most, give yourself the best chance for that. Give yourself the best chance for doing well at nationals. Let's just say it out loud. But each step is a step. I know your goal is Southport right now, and I think it's great to have these mile markers where they're like benchmarks. You can check off where you are at that point. It's so healthy to have those. And the reason I brought up that you're in this rarefied air and that you have potential to go really far. And I don't say that to everyone. I support a lot of skaters. I do not say that to everyone because I don't believe in saying something that's not necessarily true to people, because I know a lot of skaters out of the millions out there, right, in the U.S., who are great skaters. Are they going to the Olympics? Are they going to Worlds or competitions like that, or the Grand Prix? No, they're not. Is that make them a bad person or a bad skater? Absolutely not. Does that make me think less of them? No way. Or be less of their fan? No way. I just mention it to you because it is in your possibility bucket, and that is amazing. I know your family because back in COVID, when no parents could be in the ice rinks, I would sometimes talk to parents when I felt like it was warranted. Not to tell on skaters, gosh, no, but because I was skating with you and Balin pretty much only, and your coaches occasionally, I would be frequently skating with just a few skaters out there, like we all were, but your parents had zero idea of how things were going, other than what coaches would tell them. So I didn't know what coaches were saying, and that's none of my business. So I would decide, I was like, gosh, they probably would be interested to hear a little nugget of information on their skater, their child. So you were like 12, and we went in one door and came out another, and I figured out who your mom was, And I came up to her and I said, Marlo works so incredibly hard. That was 100% true then. I'm sure it is the same now. I just remember being surprised only because not a lot of 12-year-old boys were working on the stuff you were working on. Most of anything will work on jumps, and then you were good at jumping. You liked jumping. I thought your jumps were high. You had your doubles at the time. And so I was like, there's room for triples there. You kind of can tell. And then you would drill your spins. And this is like after, especially after coaches had left the rink. You would practice again and again your spins. You would just do them so many repetitions. And then you would work on Oleg Epstein's step sequences and his choreography just so many times in a row. And I was like, this is really unusual for a 12-year-old kid, let alone a boy, to be drilling his artistry and his spin positions. And I was like, I'm going to tell his mom how hard he works, because it was true. I'm sure she wondered what had been going on in the rink for the last 6 months. And that is how we bonded, because she's like, really? Because, right, parents had no idea what was happening. If people were, yes, a lot of people were wasting money on ice time. There was a lot of fooling around and doing nothing that was happening. You remember, people by the boards and just not practicing, and when they were unsupervised, and you were not one of them. I was so impressed by your work ethic then. And I didn't really comment on how good your spins were. That was not what I was trying to convey. And that was not the kind of information I was conveying to parents, because that's more on the coach. I was conveying your effort. And I was impressed from then, and I still am now. I'm super proud of you. You can't achieve what you've achieved or what you will with only talent. No, there's a lot of talented skaters out there, but unless you have the work ethic and the drive and the willingness to work extremely hard when no one's watching, you're not going to make it. So good for you. I was trying to show you that I actually could skate, because when we skated together, I was already had been injured way too much. And yeah, but okay, this is going to be a bit of a highlight reel of some photos for you, for your friend. Yeah. I went skating at Watts during COVID with Della. It was fun. We got you super young. I think that was one of your first time skating, according to your mom. This is at one of the Midwestern exhibitions, I think the year before you were there, and your good friend Balin. And then this video I made in 2022. Correction, I think 2024. Marlo has just found out that he is third in the nation in juniors after all the NQS competitions. What an honor. First in the Midwest section and first in the region, headed into the sectional final championships and hopefully on the way to nationals. He is in the international selection pool to earn an international assignment now for Team USA, and he's just basically waiting for an opportunity to come to send him overseas, and that would be just an amazing accomplishment. I can't believe I skated with all these kids, call them kids, but they're young adults now, when they were just so young, and I just happen to have these incredible friends. Marlo has improved and worked on very hard artistry this past year, and it's really evident. I told him that now he skates a program that has elements woven in versus element, do some choreography, element, do some choreography. Well, things didn't go exactly as you'd hoped from there. But first, a moment from the normal me at U.S. Nationals, so get used to it. See, I'm old. I'm on Facebook mostly, more than Instagram, so you're missing out on some of these key moments. Go, Marlo! Woo! Yes! Go, Marlo! Woo! Yes! I will say 2026 is looking promising for you. I will also say Ksenia knew that you were the only one she could ask to do a triple lutz with no speed on bad ice when everyone else did like a flying leaf or a mazurka. It was fantastic. I mean, you've had Ice Dance International, you've had the high school competition that you guys won, you've had Diversify on Ice, you've had Denver International. You're off to a pretty good start. I think it's great you're taking things one thing at a time. That was a lot of things in March, but you know. But anyway, just wow. So here is actually the video and photo highlight reel with some very funny things that I think you'll enjoy, and some pictures I need to help identify folks in for you. I hope you're proud of this moment. You were so darn scrappy at that competition. I was so impressed. I never could have thought on my feet like that. So way to go. You're training with your friends, working hard every day. Just to look back at the jacket, that was an important moment. Knowing that always, no matter what, I will be there for you in good times and bad. Yep. I always also want you to know I do equal press for the skaters I support who, like, whatever, make the competitions, don't skate internationally, skate. You guys are all important to me, and what you're doing is equally important to me. So know that I'm not like, results are not what determine at all what I'm putting online or anything like that. What you're doing is extremely important. Okay, the posters. I took them by Uber to Balin's house to deliver to people. We couldn't find Balin's house in the Uber. It was freezing that night. We were out in the dark, and the Uber driver and I ran around the neighborhood and found the house. I gave him a very big tip. This is normal for me at nationals. Don't be alarmed, okay? Over the years, I've accumulated a lot of USA stuff. This was your first nationals. Love the picture. Love the height difference is great in that one. Great moment. I will have you know as well, on Thanksgiving, the year that we were at the Santa Claus Cup, I was not sitting down at Thanksgiving dinner. My mom and I were sitting, I have to pace when I watch people skate, but we were watching the Santa Claus Cup and cheering for Marlo, and she had a caregiver over, and we were like decked out in USA stuff, cheering for you on Thanksgiving. You know, we had like plates on our laps of turkey. We're like, let's have priorities, okay? My mom was very into cheering for you guys. And yes, that's what we were doing on Thanksgiving. I will have you know, you guys are like high on my priority list. And you one of the most, good grief. I still remember this rink. This rink looks really fun. It's so light. But the one I think you practiced in was freezing, from what I remember you saying. Remember this kid on a bad day. Remember him and how much he loved to skate, okay? Remember your friends. I love this. This is a very natural picture. Remember this. Do you know how few people get that jacket? So few. Wow. This one, just because I love the picture with your mom, I think it's just cute. This one, because you guys are buddies, and how great to have someone to share a friendship with and share your favorite thing to do with. And thanks for making time for me and things like that. I don't take that lightly. I appreciate it. I wanted to say, I don't know where we are in this video. I wanted to say that, okay, I'll get to it in a second. I wanted to say that this is one of the highlights of my life, right? Okay, this is Southport, that I'm in the white dress. Okay, I didn't land it clean. I stayed on my feet, but I didn't land it clean. Okay, this was right in front of Denise Myers, and she goes, "Nice axle." I almost passed out. I was so excited. Denise said that. Okay, this is Della.
Hi Amy, thank you so much for the quotes and the card. It really cheers me up. I really miss the rink and I miss seeing you at the rink a lot. I love these quotes, are really cool. I think I'm gonna put them up in my room. Thank you so much.
We decided to spin together. I couldn't spin on my left foot anymore because of injury. But it was fun. We at least we got to skate. It was outside with masks and all that. Yeah. And then you have to see this next video. The quotation says, Isabella's version of "Let's go for a walk, Mom." And I could claim to be your biggest fan, but clearly you know who your biggest fan is. Loved these pictures. Love this one. I think you can outdo this score this year. The one from this picture. I think you have it in you. This was a reminder for you to dream. There's no rules about dreaming. Dream whatever you want. Dream from your heart, okay? This is one of my favorite pictures of Della. She's probably like, Amy, get rid of that. You stop putting that picture. This I made a pillowcase out of her art. And again, some of these are priceless, right? I mean, this is Denise at the Olympics 2018. Isn't that a great picture? This is you just a couple of weeks ago. No, I'm kidding. I had to put it in. Okay, I'm going to identify some people. Ariel Nazarski's in the black in the middle. Ethan Peele is next to her. Eliana Peele is in front of him. And Joe Klein is second from the right. Look at how little he is. Oh my God. Yeah, we were in a fundraiser. This is you like kicking some booty in a competition. I volunteered with Aaron Felberbaum, and I was like, oh, I've known Balin since she was so little. We skated together, and he's like, Amy, she's still little. It was a funny moment. He's a very nice guy. This is a great picture of Denise and her husband. It's not a great picture. I'm not sure where it was taken, but I really like that. This is you, of course. Back to you. This is again, doll. Just look at the suitcases, like the hip action. Oh my gosh. How old should she have been? This is one of the oldest videos I have of her. This is at Watts. She'd spend like 8 hours on the ice at Watts. Okay. Okay, notice the socks. Her mom said, this is in junior high, her mom said that she said, I think I can get faster into my skates after school if I wear my socks to school. Okay, she's going to be so mad. This is 8th grade graduation. This is her paddle boarding. And this is her with one of your really good friends. R.I.P. Oleg. This is young you to remind you why you skate. And what I was going to say earlier is, I'm so glad that you did not stop skating, because as I said, you very well could have. You could have given up, given the challenges you've had, given the losses you've had. And the skating world would be worse off without you. You're a good friend. You're a good athlete. You're a good artist. You're a good sport. And you're a good person. I'm so glad you stuck with it. On to a great season.